Ovlin Fui Vasha Jeev Galer. Happy New Year to you all. Hope you are enjoying the festive period and I hope that you guys are all safe and well wherever you might be. Gaeilge Weekly returns next Thursday. Yes, next Thursday, the 8th of January. And that is the big news, is that in 2026, the show is going to be released on Thursdays instead of Wednesdays. So take note of that. Don't be panicking if you don't see the show in your feed on Wednesday afternoons throughout the year. But if you don't want to wait that long, then we've got a little bit of a treat for you today. A show that normally only goes out for Learn Irish Online members over on Patreon. That is episode number 49 of Éist Arish. In Éist Arish, as you're about to hear, we listen to two different clips of spoken Irish taken from different TV shows or reports or podcasts or the radio and so on, and we break them down line by line so you understand not only what's being said but why it's being said the way it's being said in terms of pronunciation, dialectical stuff, the flow, the way they're linking words together and so on. So hopefully this is of some benefit to you. If you would like to hear the other 48 episodes of Éist Arish and all the future episodes of the show we're going to put out, as well as all episodes of Le Arish, Egastru, Butanoho, Leafocht, Smuinty Sahern, and as well as that bonus episodes of Gaeilge Weekly, you can sign up today as a Learn Irish Online member on Patreon. It's patreon.com/Learn Irish Online, or simply enter the Patreon app and look for Learn Irish Online. You can start a free trial today and it only costs €10 per month plus VAT from then onwards. Hope you enjoy the show. Goodbye and God bless. See you next week for Gaeilge Weekly. Hello, fáilte rás week Éist Arish agus an chéad agran de Éist Arish I 2026, and we're also coming up on 50 episodes. This is episode number 49, so we've certainly listened to a lot of different types of Irish from a lot of different speakers, from different dialects and different ways of speaking, different speeds, different levels, different intonations, and so on. And it's going to be no different today. We're going to be listening to two more. Firstly, Cathal Moore, who played hurling for Galway in the 90s and is now a school principal in Athenry. We're going to be listening to him chat a little bit about how he met his partner many years ago. And then the second clip, we're going to be listening to someone I don't think we've ever listened to actually on anything with Learn Irish Online or on Éist Arish, but as Manchán Magan, who many of you guys will know, did a lot of stuff with T.G. Cahern, a lot of stuff for the Irish language in general, wrote a lot of books in relation to Irish and the history of different Irish words and the connection between the Irish language and the Irish landscape and the physical area of Ireland. He sadly passed away from cancer a few months ago, so we're going to be listening to him chatting a bit about one of his shows as well. We're going to be listening to the intro from one of his T.G. Cahir shows about wells and holy wells. But I'll talk about that a little bit more when we get to clip number 2. Clip number 1, as I said, we're going to be listening to Cathal Moore from Galway. So he has more so Galway, Connemara, Connacht Irish, but there is a bit of a mix as well with a few things from other dialects or from standard Irish throughout. Just one or two words to help you out. If you really want to test yourself, you can skip ahead about 20 seconds from now. But just two words. Maynooth is a place name, and anybody who lives in Ireland will probably be able to figure out that's Maynooth. So Maynooth, Maynooth. And the other one, Ciallmhar. Ciallmhar is sensible. If someone is sensible, they are Ciallmhar. Okay, Ciall would be sense by itself. So we're going to be listening to about 35 or 40 seconds of Cathal talking a bit here about how he met his wife, who is also from Galway, and how they met back 20, 30 years ago. Okay, this is on the Shalla Dahi talk show with Dahi O'Shea. I take a lot of the clips for Éist Arish from this show, so you might hear one or two words from Dahi towards the end, but mainly we're listening to what Cathal is going to say here. So the question was, how did you guys meet for the first time? Let's have a listen to the answer. A tree, although a hen.
Well, vi bert agan vi I Maynooth ag an am chéine blian difriúil, vi mis an Riv Deirdre, ach bhí ag an nám sin ní rá cá agam, tá cáraigh gachéon duine má bhachaon cían is sa bhs an ollscoil agus tá cáraigh ach ní bhaon cáraigh an nám. So ag staid an bus in Air Square sin an áit agus bhí mar ag fannach an bus chun dul go máúd agus ceap Deirdre ag an nám. An rud a dúirt sí ná, well, breíonn an leid sin cíalhar. Cheasí mé neice hí agus sinna chuid eile an scéal.
Agus thosa sé son agus sé dul amach.
Bert gaiile bhacha bhí manúd, nuair bhfuil mar chéile manúd. Well, bhí mar bert agan bhí mar I manúd ag an nám chéine bliain difriúil, bhí mis an rih Deirdre. Ach ag an nám sin ní rá cá agam, tá cáraigh gachéon duine má bhachaon cían is sa bhs an ollscoil agus tá cáraigh ach ní bhaon cáraigh an nám. So ag staid an bus in Air Square sin an áit agus bhí mar ag fannach an bus chun dul go manúd agus ceap Deirdre ag an nám. An rud a dúirt sí ná, well, breíonn an leid sin cíalhar. Cheasí mé neice hí agus sinna chuid eile an scéal.
Agus thosa sé son agus sé dul amach.
Bert gaiile bhacha bhí manúd, nuair bhfuil mar chéile manúd.
Okay, so I played that clip twice, but as I always say on Ish the Rish, please go back to that again and again and again. Listen as many times as you want. Use different resources. I know we'll have a lot of new listeners probably with the new year and people trying to focus in on the Gaeilge again for 2026. So always on Ish the Rish, say please listen as much as you want. Use whatever material, whatever notes you have, whatever dictionaries, physical or online, you like to use to figure out one or two things there. And when you feel like you've got to the point where you can't get any more of it, whether it's you understand one word or you understand everything but one word, now we're going to go through the breakdown line by line. And if there's anything I miss out or anything you're not sure about, just leave a comment down below and I'll get back to you when I can. So, firstly, the first line.
Well, bhí mar bert agan bhí mar.
Okay, so it goes a few different ways here. Bhíomar for we were, so that's the fused version. Normally heard a bit more in Munster, but heard in Standard Irish quite a bit as well. So Bhíomar or Bhímuid, and then he says an Bhirteogainn, so the two of us. And that's a nice little structure to have for your own Irish an Bhirteogainn or an Bhirteogainn, the two of us, an Sesher, Acu, the six of them. So using the egg form for kind of us or of them when speaking about people in Irish.
Bert agan bhí mar I manúd ag an nám.
Bhíomar I manúd ag an nám. So the two of us, we were in Maynooth at the time.
I manúd ag an nám chéine.
Ag an nám céine at the same time. Ag an nám céine. Now, why is it not an tám? Well, it's because ag an forces the arrow. Ag an mus, for example, at the bus. But where we have the arrow on the A, there is no arrow. Okay, it's an invisible arrow, but it still takes out everything else. Let's explain this with something a bit clearer. If I had he would be, it would be verche, verche. If I said that he would be, I'd have the go for that, and that would mean I'd have to have an arrow. But I can't have an arrow and a shevu on the same words. The arrow beats everything. It's like rock, paper, scissors, okay? The arrow takes the shevu, and it takes anything else as well. So while it might be on Tom for the time, because it's masculine, again, if that's new to you and that's a bit confusing, head up to the video in the glossary about genders and spelling changes and so on. But the T there gets taken out by the fact that we have an arrow, even though the arrow here is invisible, or there is no arrow. We still need to prioritize that and can only do with what is there, that is the arrow, even though there is none. So that's why we don't have a T in front of am. So on Tom, but egg on am.
An bheirt agan bhí mar I manúd ag an nám chéine bliain difriúil.
Bliain difriúil, so a different year. So they weren't in the same year at college together.
Bliain difriúil. Bhí mis an rih Deirdre.
Bhí mis an rih Deirdre. So Deirdre is just her name. So I was there before Deirdre.
Rih Deirdre. Ach bhí ag an nám sin.
Ag an nám sin, so same thing again, no ag an tám. That's always going to be incorrect, just ag an nám. Ag an nám sin, at that time,
ag an nám sin ní rá cá agam.
Ní rá cór agam, so I didn't have a car. Ní rá cór agam, I didn't have a car.
Sin ní rá cá agam. Tá cáraigh gachéon duine má bhachaon cían.
Tá cór ag gacéin duine, so he's speaking about nowadays, tá cór ag gacéin duine, so every single person has a car. So again, same thing as gach duine, just a bit more emphatic, gacéin duine, every single person in English.
Sin ní rá cór agam, tá cór ag gachéin duine má bhachéin cían anis.
Má bhachéin cían, so my own son Cian. Okay, so Cian might have thrown people off. That was just a name he was using, his son's name. So Mawak, my son Mawak Hain, my own son Cian.
Gachéin duine má bhachéin cían anis, tá sa an ollscoil agus tá.
Tá sé hús san ollscoil, he's up in university or in college.
Sa an ollscoil agus tá cór ag ach ní réon cór ag.
Agus tá córaige and he is a car. So everybody is a car nowadays. You know, even my own son is up in university and he's a car. But he's going to go on to say here, back in those days, it wasn't like that.
Sa an ollscoil agus tá cór ag ach ní réon cór ag an nám.
Near ein chor ag an ams, there was no car at the time. Okay, implying he didn't have a car at the time.
Cór ag an nám. So ag stads an bus.
Okay, ag stad an bus. So ag stad an bus at the bus stop. Okay, so we can say stad or stop, but normally when we're talking about a bus stop, we use stad. Okay, as a verb, you could say stad or stop, you know, stop an chor, stad an chor. But when we're talking about a bus stop, we tend to use stad.
Stads an bus in Ayr Square.
In Ayr Square, so the main square in Galway.
Sin an áit.
Shinanoch, that's the place. That's the place.
Agus bhí mar ag fannach an bus chun dul go manúd.
Agus bhí mar ag fannacht, or bhí muid ag fannacht, so we were waiting
Bus chun dul go manúd.
for the bus to go to Maynooth. Let's hear that one more
Bhí mar
time.
ag fannach an bus chun dul go manúd.
Okay, we were waiting for the bus to go to Maynooth. Okay, little side note, I have spent about half my life in Ayr Square waiting for buses, whether it be to Limerick for university or up to Dublin from the new coach station to the airport to fly back to Spain, or different places across Ireland. And I'm sure anyone who's spent any considerable time in Galway is the same, has spent time waiting for buses either at the bus station and just off Ayr Square or at the new coach station there where the private buses go from. So another example of Ireland being a small country. Anyway, moving on from here.
Go manúd. Agus ceap Deirdre ag an nám.
Cheap Deirdre ag an am. So Deirdre thought at the time,
An rud a dúirt sí ná.
on rud a dúirt sí ná. The thing she said was. So you might be thinking, where's the was there? Where's the verb to be? Well, we've gone through before, and again, this is up in the glossary in the featured post above if you're not sure, the idea of the is, the copula. So, you know, if I take this sentence in English, or another sentence even, such as, the best thing about living in Spain is the weather is always good. Technically, that's copula, because after the verb to be, I've got a noun somewhere in there. But you know, it's all nice and well us going through examples and saying the man is a footballer, Messi is a footballer, and how we do that. But realistically, a lot of the time in conversation, you're going to be explaining more complex things, or there are going to have different parts to the sentence. So one of the great things is if I have something more complicated, such as, for example, the best thing about Spain is that the weather tends to be quite good, I don't have to always follow the is order. Of course, there's ways around it. And like we've talked about before with the mar or the e, you know, tome imawunshore and so on. But also you can just use the na, and you don't have to actually use the is. You can just say one thing, put na in the middle, and then another thing. But again, we wouldn't use this for something simpler, like the man is a teacher. It's more so for long things that have connections in them. So, an rud as far fwy Seville, na, gomín an Aimshire, zas gomininic. The best thing about Seville is, and the na is almost like the is there in English. So you just name the two things. Two things kind of have to be quite long or a bit more complex, or something more complex than just this man is a teacher, Sean is a doctor, and so on. And you can just put the na in the middle. So let's see how he uses it here.
Ag an nám. An rud a dúirt sí ná. Well, Brennan an leid sin cíl.
So in this case, it's a quote. Okay, the second bit, well, Brennan and lad show, blah, blah, blah. That's a quote. So again, if I try to put this through the is, and almost, if we think about it mathematically, sub it into my is, x, a, y, or whatever type of copula sentence it might be, it's going to get messy quick, and it's not going to be that natural. So much easier, and also much more fluent and natural to use the na here. Okay, so I just name one thing. On rud a dúirt sí. So the thing she said was na, and then we have the quote. Okay, so what did she say? What was the quote?
Dúirt sí ná. Well, Brennan an leid sin cílhar.
Brannian an lad sin cílhar. So, We might have talked about on a few different shows, different ways of saying something seems or looks like. We might have talked about cumad or cumad don serach here. It seems dangerous, that has a dangerous appearance on it. But we can also use, and especially in Connemara, often bratni is used. So bratni is just another version of feoch air. Okay, now there's a lot of different ways of saying watch or look in Irish. We've auric air as well, more so used in Ulster. But bratni, such as bratnium ar an telefish, same thing as feochum ar an telefish. But you can also use bratni the other way. If you think about it in English, it's quite similar. You know, I look at the television, bratnium ar an telefish. But also in English, I can say that guy looks sensible, as in, it's just another way of saying he seems sensible. He seems sensible. So we can actually use that with bratni. We don't tend to use that with feoch or other verbs. Just be careful with that. But bratni, which is mainly used in Connacht, can again double up to mean look in the other type of way, as in he looks like or seems. So let's listen to that again with that piece of knowledge.
Dúirt no. Well, Brannian and lad sin Keelwer.
Brannian and lad sin Keelwer, that lad seems sensible, Keelwer. And you might notice there, it's not Keelver, the pronunciation. So again, the MH, the BH in Munster will always be pronounced like a V. Up in Ulster, it'll always be pronounced like a W. And Connacht, you know, it's a lot of this stuff is on a kind of north-south spectrum, if you think of the geography of Ireland. A lot of the stuff in Connacht or in Galway and Mayo falls in between the two. Good example would be Jainov in Munster, then Jainu in Ulster, but then Jaina in Galway, you know, Rudig and Yena, like that. So it's not the strong vowel open sounds that you'd have in Ulster of Jainu, but it's also not the closed off consonant V sounds that you'd have in Munster of Jaina, it's Jaina. Okay, same thing, let's say the name of Galway City would be Gallu in Ulster, it'd be Galluv in Munster, but then Gallia in Galway itself, in Connacht. So it kind of falls in between the two. That's why it's Keelwer as opposed to Keelver, like it would be down in Munster.
Dúirt no. Well, Brannian and lad sin Keelwer. Chassis me necha, agus.
Okay, chassis me in Acha, I will stand beside. And actually, it says Leahy there instead of Lesh at the end, so maybe he's trying to think of what he was thinking. I'll stand beside her, even though it's her who's speaking at this point. But in other words, I'll stand beside him.
Chassis me necha, agus. Sinna chuidela gon scéal.
Sinna chuidela den scale. That's the rest of the story. In other words, the rest is history. Okay, they start overlapping each other a bit here. Dahi comes in.
Sinna chuidela gon scéal.
Agus hosna sé son.
Agus hosi sé an su, or an sun, is it? Let's have another listen.
Scéal.
Agus hosna sé son.
On sun sounds like, I think there's a bit of an N at the end. So it started then. So again, one of the big things with Munster Irish, on sun and on su for on shin and on shu. And so it started there, it started then.
Hosna sé son. Agus hosna dolamach.
And there you hear the non-Munster form on shin. Sometimes it's funny in Irish hearing people with two different dialects kind of communicate with each other, that, you know, one could say a certain word and the other person could repeat it back, but it'll sound so different. So notice there how Dahi says on sun, but then Cathal says on shin.
Agus hosna sé son. Agus hosna dolamach.
You know, he's just repeating back the same thing, because it's the main way of saying yes in Irish, is basically just repeat back what was said to you.
Yeah, Bert Gailey vocha.
And you guys started going out. Let's hear that again.
Gon scéal.
Agus hosna sé son. Agus hosna dolamach.
Okay, so they're kind of overlapping, but you can hear at the end ag dolamach going out. Okay, so we can use that in that way. We can also say ag shulamach le céile, walking out together, for going out in a romantic couple.
Agus hosna dolamach.
Yeah, Bert Gailey vocha bhí man.
Bert Galliavoch, so two Galwegians, I suppose you would say in English, though I don't really like that word in English, but two people from Galway, Bert Galliavoch.
Agus hosna dolamach.
Yeah, Bert Gailey vocha bhí man úd.
A bhí Manuth, so two people from Galway that were in Manuth.
Bert Gailey vocha bhí man úd near Woolmer Chéile Manuth.
Near Woolmer le Chéile Manuth, we didn't meet in Manuth. And that's it. That is all in this piece. Let's have a listen to the full thing one more time and we'll move on to clip number 2. Again, any questions, any issues, let me know down below.
Well, bhí mar Bert agan bhí mar I Manúd ag an nám chéine blian difriúil, bhí mis an rih Deirdre, ach ag an nám sin ní rá cá agam, tá cá ag gachéin duine má wacha on cían is, sa bhs an ollscoil agus tá cá ag ach ní raon cá ag an nám. So ag stads an bus, in Air Square, sin an áit, agus bhí mar ag fannach an bus chun dul go Manúd, agus ceap Deirdre ag an nám. an rud a dúirt sí ná, well, breíonn an leid sin cíalhar. Cheasí mé neice bheithí agus sinna chuid eile an scéal.
Agus thosa sé son agus níú dul amach.
Bert Gailey bhacha bhí manúd nuair bhfuil mar chéile manúd.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Chahal, and as well, Gur Milamad Dahi. As always, Dahi O'Shea's show, Shala Dahi, available on TG Carher Players, a great resource for listening to Irish, as I always say, because you can listen to so many different voices, as well as Dahi, who's, you know, if you're trying to practice Munster Irish especially, but obviously he lets the guests talk for the most part, and they're just 25 minutes of chat. There's nothing else. There's no ad breaks on TG Carher Player. Brilliant resource and a show I'd recommend, especially for more intermediate and advanced learners who are trying to improve their comprehension. Okay, let's move on to clip number 2. We're going to be hearing from Manchán Magan. I'm sure a lot of you guys will be familiar with Manchán's work, but anyway, this is not the show to necessarily go into massive detail about his life or what he's done. But today we're just going to be listening to the first 30 or 40 seconds of a show he did on holy wells and the different wells and holy wells that there are around Ireland. Okay, as in a well of water. Few words to help you out here. If you really want to test yourself out, then you can skip about 30 seconds ahead. We're going to hear in this Tubber, which is a well of water. Banithe, B-E-A-N-N-A-I-T-H-E, which is blessed or blessed. And then we're going to hear Lias as well, which is medicine, which I think a lot of people will know anyway. Clip number 2 on H3 is always a bit trickier than clip number 1. So again, even if clip number 1 you're completely lost and clip number 2 you're going to be even a bit more lost, that's no problem at all. The main thing is when you finish this episode in 15 minutes time, you feel like you've learned something and you feel like you've improved, or you know a few more things than you did half an hour previously. That is the main goal regardless of what your level is. So let's have a listen again. You don't need much context here. The show is about Manchán investigating the different wells and holy wells and their history across Ireland, and this is the intro. You've not missed anything previous to this. So, let's have a listen.
Tá breis agus 3,000 tubber banithe Ileán na hÉireann. Níos mó ná tír be eile domhan. Tá go leoracha buinte le néamh. Agus deirtear go bhfuil leis fáil ins gaché an ceannacha. Teach for ortha chus cósta, bháil le sléimhe nó lár gurt. Tá tubber le fáil fiúan sa faoi an dalamh I lár na carach. Is mó duine idir óg agus éasta a bhfuil ceangal agus dábhacha le na tibracha seo. Tá breis agus 3,000 tubber banithe Ileán na hÉireann. Níos mó ná tír be eile domhan. Tá go leoracha buinte le néamh. Agus deirtear go bhfuil leis fáil ins gaché an ceannacha. Teach for ortha chus cósta, bháil le sléimhe nó lár gurt. Tá tubber le fáil fiúan sa faoi an dalamh I lár na carach. Is mó duine idir óg agus éasta a bhfuil ceangal agus dábhacha le na tibracha seo.
Okay, that is Manchán Magan. There's the late Manchán Magan with the intro for one of his shows on TG Carher. The links for both, as well as the timestamps of when I've taken the exact clips from, are down below. Both of them are available on the TG Carher player. And that's the case for all episodes of Éist Arish, if you ever want to go back and listen to the full episode, or listen maybe with the video in front of you as well and to be able to see it, which obviously makes this all a good bit easier. So let's have a listen and break it down line for line.
Tá breis agus 3,000.
Okay, tá breis agus 3,000. Tá breis agus 3,000. So when we say tá breis agus something, tá breis agus 6 million duine it means there's more than. So breis is always related to extra or excess. You know, shomer sa breis, an extra room, or duine sa breis, an extra person. So tá breis agus x means there's more than x in terms of normally a number. Okay, tá breis agus 3,000, so there's more than 3,000. The 3 forces the H on míle there, due to 2 to 6, 7 to 10.
Breis agus 3,000 tubber banithe
Tubber banithe So blessed well, which are two words we went through there before the piece. If you listen to that, if you tried to test yourself out and you skipped those few extra words, then that might have been tricky, but obviously very key words here for the context and words that come up a few times in this clip, but will also come up throughout the full episode if you're watching the full episode of a show like this. The key vocab is what's going to make everything a lot easier. So there's more than 3,000 wells, or holy wells, I suppose, would be a better word, even more so than blessed wells. So holy wells.
Tíomhíle tobar bantha Ileán na hÉireann.
Ileán na hÉireann. So again, it's genitive. It's the island of Ireland. So even though it's the island of Ireland, in English, we're not going to use that first on. Okay, easy example would be Lorna Cofferk, which he actually says later. By chance, we don't say the centre of the city in Irish, we just say Lorna Cofferk. We start with the lore. If it was on Lorna Cofferk, that would be incorrect. Same thing here. On the island of Ireland is just Ileán na hÉireann. So we don't want two definite articles in the genitive in Irish. We just want that one in the middle.
Ileán na hÉireann. Níos mó ná tír bit eile domhan.
Níos mó ná tír bit eile domhan. More than any other country in the world.
Ileán na hÉireann. Níos mó ná tír bit eile domhan.
Okay, more than any other country in the world.
Tá go leoracha buinte le
Tá go leoracha. Okay, so a lot of them. Tá go leoracha, which is just acu. So again, very similar, pretty much the same thing as we saw in the last clip on Virt Agin. So the two of us, so a lot of them, galore acu. Galore acu.
Tá go leoracha buinte le naomh.
Buinte le naomh, connected to. So again, buin, okay, means extract, but really, how do we use it? A lot of the time it's for extracting kind of an emotion or feeling out of something. When my spree as, I enjoyed it. When my tatnav as, I extracted enjoyment out of it. But when it's used with la, it's going to be quite different. It's always going to be to do with, associated with, related to. So in this case, naomh, which means saints.
Tá go leoracha buinte le naomh.
Tá go leoracha buinte le naomh. A lot of them are connected to saints.
Agus deirtear go bhfuil leis
Agus deirtear, and it is said. Okay, so there, that's present passive, and deirtear is used a lot of the time. Oh, it's said that he died years ago, deirtear, or say boss, blíntóhin.
Tá go leoracha buinte le naomh. Agus deirtear go bhfuil leis fáil in scachéan ceann.
Go bhfuil leis fáil, that there's medicine available. Okay, now fáil translates as available if you look it up in dictionary. Obviously, we wouldn't really say in English that there's medicine available in them, but more so the idea that they have medicine in them. We'll say fáil, that it's there, that it's to be had. Okay, that they contain medicine.
Leis fáil in scachéan ceannacha.
Okay, in scachéan ceannacha. So that's just another way of saying I or sa together. So in every single one of them.
Fáil in scachéan ceannacha.
Okay, gachéan ceannacha, again, same thing, every single one of them. Okay, so gach cean, each one, acu, each one of them, and then same as last time, gach ain, so every single one of them. So you see, it's the same stuff coming up over and over again, even in just two random clips I've chosen. The overlap here is noticeable with several different concepts or ideas.
In scachéan ceannacha. Chukfar push coast.
Okay, this is probably the trickiest bit. Chukfar urhu. So if you know your CV here and your tense as well, you're going to hear the fur. I know it's future passive. Okay, and it's chuk, so therefore it's got to be the verb to come. But chukfar urhu, well, what does that mean? Well, when we use the verb to come with air afterwards, it's like to come across or find in English. Okay, while I was out on a walk, I came across this dog, or I came across this mountain, whatever it might be. Hánig mé air on rud seo, hánig mé air on madra seo, whatever it might be. So chukfar urhu, basically they will be found, or they will be come across, they can be found. We could do this loads of ways. We could do this tagtar urhu, present tense, no problem at all. Okay, so let's say they can be found. Chukfar urhu.
In scachéan ceannacha. Chukfar urhu push coast.
Chush coast. So chush is on the foot. Chusharga is the most common one. So in other words, by the. Okay, chusharga is on the foot or the edge of the sea. So therefore, by the seaside. Okay, in this chush coast, the same thing, by the coast. They're found by the coast.
Chukfar urhu push coast. Ar bháil le sléimhe.
Ar bhór na sléimhe. as he says, on top of mountains, or war, on top.
Ar bháil le sléimhe nó a lár gurt.
No a law gurt. So in the middle of fields. Okay, gurt. Word for field. Porch as well we could use, but gurt is a bit more catch-all for a field, especially if it doesn't have much going on in it, because porch obviously can mean park as well as a field of play. Porch immerha. Let's say Gaelic football pitch, we'd say pork.
No a lár gurt.
So gurt there is a bit better for just, a fairly barren field in the middle of Ireland. You'd never call it a pork, really. You'd say gurt.
Tá tubair le fáil fiú an sa.
Tá tubair le fáil fiú an sa. So he uses the Munster version of an seo there. Again, this is a bit easier if you have the image in front of you, if you can see what he's doing. But he's underground in a well inside, a kind of low well underneath the ground somewhere. And he's saying that there's wells, or there's a well to be found even here.
No lár gurt. Tá tubair le fáil fiú an sa.
So there's wells to be found or available, few and so even here. So few, great word that you can add to your everyday use of the language to make you sound a bit more fluent, a bit more confident, a bit more natural. Fewer in Saturn vi me gulper. Even on Saturday I was working.
Tubair le fáil fiú an sa. Faoi an dalamh.
Faoin dalamh, under the ground, so underground. Okay, faoin forcing the arrow on talamh, so faoin dalamh.
Fiú an sa. Faoi an dalamh I Lárna Carach.
I Lárna Carach.
Is mó duine. Fiú an sa. Faoi an dalamh I Lárna Carach.
Okay, so as we mentioned earlier, Lárna Carach, the city centre. So in the centre of the city, Lárna Carach.
Is mó duine.
Is mó duine. That's a lovely way of starting it off. Instead of just saying tá lán daoine, is mó duine, or is duine is another way of saying it as well. It's almost that kind of structure. In English we'd sometimes use, or you'd hear more in Old English, of many a person. Many a person was there. Many a man died in that war, whatever it might be. Okay, is mó duine. So a lot of people, or many a person.
Is mó duine. Idir óg agus éas.
Idir óg agus éasta, between young and old. So éasta, just another word for shan. Okay, for elderly, old, ancient. Even if you're talking about history, I wouldn't say ancient for a person, of course, but between young and old.
Idir óg agus éasta. Bhfuil ceangal agus dámh acu.
Bhfuil ceangal agus dámh acu. Notice he's not saying acu or acu or anything like that. It's more so the Munster form. So Manchán is kind of mixed or standard Irish, but with a leaning towards Munster, you can tell with some of the ways he's pronouncing these words. Again, not that that's too important for what we're doing here today. But ceangal agus dámh might be a new word. It's bond or affinity. Okay, I think we had it on a recent episode of Léirish or some other show here, possibly even Éisterish, on the membership, one of the shows in December. So that have a connection and a bond. So many a person, both young and old, have a connection or bond.
Bhfuil ceangal agus dámh acu lena tibracha seo.
Lena tibracha seo. Okay, with these wells. Tibracha, the plural there for well. And that's it. Okay, let's have a listen one more time. Let's go back to the start and let's see if it's a bit easier. Again, it's not about being able to understand everything here, guys, but hopefully it's easier than the first time we listened to it about 10-15 minutes ago.
Tá breis agus 6,000 tubair bantha Oileán na hÉireann. Níos mó ná tír be eile domhan. Tá go leor acu buinte le néamh. Agus deirtear go bhfuil leis fáil ins gacha an ceann acu. Teach for ortha chus cósta, bháil le sléimhe nó a lár gurt. Tá tubair le fáil fiú an sa. Faoi an dalamh I Lárna Carach. Is mó duine. Idir óg agus éasta, bhfuil ceangal agus dámh acu lena tibracha seo.
Okay, that is clip number 2 from the late Manchán Magan. Hopefully, guys, they both make sense. I'm not expecting you to be able to understand everything there or be 100% clued up on all the different things I mentioned in terms of passive this or this tense or this pronunciation or this dialect. I just bring up all these things, and even if you only remember or are kind of understanding 20, 30, 40% of them, well, that's still progress. Okay, better to bring up everything rather than just select out one or two things and leaving people in the dark about other stuff. Any questions, any issues, please leave a comment down below or just give me a private message here on Patreon. And if you have anything or any speakers or shows you would like to hear in future episodes of Aish Arish, again, just leave a comment down below and hopefully we'll be able to make that happen. I believe this is the first show going out in 2026, so Happy New Year, Ovlin Fuvasa Ziv Galer, and hopefully it's one filled with health, happiness, good memories, and plenty of Gaelga as well. Talk to you very soon on another episode here on the membership or on another episode of Aish Arish, episode 50. Next time, I believe, Gurmí Magav, Slán Agus Bannacht.
Bye.